Preserve, I think everybody has something to preserve in their life. So that way I thought, okay, I can connect and talk something about what I have gone through in my life and what I have preserved in my life to take the journey going. So basically, I'm a sound engineer to start with, and I've done my diploma in sound. And for the last 30 years, I've been working initially as a dubbing engineer, then a re-recording engineer, then a mix engineer for the mono film. How many of you are like aware of what sound plays in a film? What is the role of a sound in a film? Just to generalize, because you people, I think everybody watches movies. So this is to do, my profession is to do with the movies. It's a creative job, but to start with, I started doing the recording, mixing, and then as the technology has developed from mono to stereo to 5.1 and today Dolby Atmos. So I've been on every format for the last 30 years. To start with, I just want to show some clippings and then talk about it. You can just see that it is like the same teaser. I'm going to play it 4 times. I just want to first check with you what you have understood with that, and then I'll talk about it. What I'm trying to basically start with and tell you is the visual what you're seeing, that is the visual what I get. Scratch without anything. It's just the visual what we get. So these are all the layers what we add to it and finally what we get and show it to you. That's what you see it in the theater or on YouTube or whatever it is. So each layer, that is whatever the effects things what you saw at the first stage, that is a sound laying effects. We create those things. Like you need to feel it when you stand in that place. Like it is not that you are in a garden or you are standing in a railway station. So we are used to, our ears are used to it. The railway announcement is there, train moving is there. So we make sure that the moment we show you the railway station, we create those ambiences, we go record it, we lay it layer by layer and try to make the audience feel that they are in a railway station. Like the process is like they give you the film, they give you the sound effects separately, the music is given separately, the dialogue is given separately, the dubbing what is done. And then our job is to premix all those things, the dubbing tracks, whatever it is, to treat it with the visual, how you see the visual. If there is a church, you need to have that reverb in that. And that is how you feel when the audience sits in the theater, they feel that they are in a church or they are in a railway station. If it is a small bathroom, treat that as a bathroom. If it's going through a pipe, treat that way. So do all this processing thing for the dialogue and keep it separately. Then the effects also we do the same way. So this is just a 1 minute teaser. We do it for the whole film. So sound effects, even the footsteps, whatever it is. If it is outside on a outdoor thing, it's a normal thing. When he enters a room, there's a room tone to be given to that. You feel that echo, little bit of reverb tone according to the room. Treat that way. And water sound, how much it is to be heard. Because everything has been given with around some 20 tracks, something like that will be there with the effects. So you need to balance everything and make the audience really feel sweet. When you hear it, you don't get irritated with that. So you have to balance everything and keep the effects. Even the music instruments, so many instruments they play. The music composer would have layered it with some 20 tracks or 40 tracks. So those 40 tracks, you need to really balance it and make it very sweet. Even the song what you hear, no, in a radio, 2-track, that will be around 100 tracks from a composer. So mix that to a stereo and give it to the audience and they enjoy that. That is what is a mix engineer's job. To treat the voice with the echo, reverb, different with auto-tune what you do, the instruments, how it has to sound. So even the music and the songs, everything we do the mixing separately and compile everything together. The dialogue, music, effects together with the visual in a studio atmosphere. If it's a 5.1 or Atmos, accordingly we treat it. And after I finish that, we call the director and show it to him. For me to get into this profession, I think it's 30 years back, I did my diploma in sound. And what inspired me and the motivation, what was for me was I was very passionate about films. Watching TV or films. As soon as I got my diploma, I joined Sanket Electronics with Shankar Nag. Late Shankar Nag, that was his recording studio. So I worked there as an apprentice for 1 year. And after that, Prasad Studios. And then the journey just started from there to Chennai. And from Mono, I started my work with the Mono, one of the best studios in Chennai, media artist. I worked there for 23 years. I worked with, I think if few people have heard about H3, the sound engineer. He was my mentor, everything. Whatever I am today, I think in my profession, it's only because of him. He was so passionate about sound that the way he used to teach us and the way he took us with him, that has made all of us what we are today in our profession. So from Mono to 5.1, 5.1 to Atmos, and today there is no end. I think tomorrow this thing is, they say that only it's internet. It's not going to be, people are not going to be into the theatres. But to start with Mono and 5.1 and Dolby Atmos, I feel really very happy to be part of every from Mono, single track to 2 track to 5.1, 7.1, 9.1 and today Atmos. So that way the journey has been very interesting actually. That is what is keeping me still go. Today the technologies come so far with Atmos, everything. It is only adding to it. It will make it better. You feel good about it. The music, even today, when you watch a movie, every movie has a dialogue on a center only. It will not come from behind. Whatever technology today is. So with that, the music, we try to really make the more width of the music. So still we are trying to preserve that what we have got it in the earlier days of filmmaking. So every format, whenever we have come up, we have really struggled and we have enjoyed it actually, working on it. So earlier when we started DTS, we used to work for 3 months, 3.5 months for a film. Today it is people just walk in and finish your 5.1 and come out like that. It is because. And everywhere you find small studios. The journey has been very tough, I cannot say. It's been giving a lot of challenges. But I am very passionate about it. That's why I just want to continue till I feel that yes, I have to do it. It is not something that, I have to go to the studio, I have to do it. The day I feel that, I think I'm going to quit. And the struggle as a female, yes, I have gone through that. It is like we talk about 50-50, equal rights, all those things are there, but still it is there with a male-dominated industry. To survive in that industry, it has taken a long time. Even today, that is the pity I feel. Even today, like it's a question mark. You need to PRO yourself. But the moment a director, regular director, if see one director, I have worked in the industry for 30 years. I've been with Sridhar for 17 years. So I know many directors, which film he used to mix, and I've been assistant to him. So I have worked for the projects that they know very well. So they giving me film is fine because they know my work. But a fresh one who comes, who doesn't know that, lady, what will she do? What is she going to do behind the console? That's professionally, when you say equal, this thing, everywhere in your IT, every department, all the things, why do you still have that question? So that every time, you don't get an opportunity or a chance to prove yourself. Sometimes you lose your project only because of that. That is the only one pity thing. But as long as the whole last 30 years is concerned, I have enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying my work. So I had really a very good journey working with many great directors, starting from Mani sir, Kamal sir. I have worked with Kannada film Sangya Balya. I have worked with Arun Raji Patil. That was a great experience. Many films. I think lucky in the sense that was only the lucky part in my life. I can say that I have been associated with so many directors. Everyone has got their own vision, and you need to learn so much. Even today, you cannot say that you are the perfect this thing. Even today, when a new director comes to you, he is with fresh this thing. There's so much to learn from him also. There's no end to it. No, we were like every batch there used to be 7 to 8 every year. I'm the only one in the film industry in the mixing thing in India. And I was the first one to mix even the Dolby Atmos Sholay. Dolby Atmos, when it came to India, I was the first one to do the mix for that 3D, what was recreated, no? So that is once again preserving some of the things and recreating it. So we did on Sholay that we worked for 3 months actually for that film. Both are equally challenging because for that you need a lot of homework on that sync sound. The whole unit has to work on it because the final call is taken by a sound guy. The director doesn't say, if the director says okay to the take, also the sound guy has to say the okay. If not, it is not an okay take. Yeah. So that is related something to do with your preserve. The theme preserve goes with that because you want to preserve some natural things, what is happening in your life, and show it onto the screen. You can recreate it, but as far as the natural sound is concerned, natural is natural. So when you watch a sync sound, it is very lively. Very lively it is. For example, movie like Lagan, you take it. It was a live sound. I have worked on that film. So that film, the total soundtrack was a live track. So you really get to, we are like far ahead today, technology-wise also, we create sound and we give the best. But still that live, there is like how you say your grandma's recipe, like that it is. Your mom can make it. But still you say that Ajji mado tara illa, like that it is. Malgudi days, the studio was just like this. Just like this, but longer than this was a hall. And this podium, and when you go on to that, you can open that, there'll be a storage places in that. So everything was stored there. Because Malgudi days was a home production. And we didn't have any effects guys and all from outside. It was a whole team, family it was. Sanket Electronics family and Shankar Nag's family, his wife's sister, Arundhati Nag, Pinky was there. And then other art directors, it was all totally a family. The people who used to work in the office also were also part of it. Only in the night times we used to work on Malgudi days because the studio used to be busy 9 to 9 for other productions. So night times after 9 this work used to start. So we used to take out and we all used to do the sound thing. So he was a very creative and a technical guy. He started, it was really a great experience even working. That era he had that much of dreams and thing that he started a computerized console that time only recording. It was not a loop recording. He was the one to start the electronic dubbing this thing, which will go faster than the loop one. So if he was still alive, I think Kannada film industry would have been on a different level. And I was also part of Stone Boy. That was the first, I think, TV serial which came on a national channel, and in the end credits, he was the one to give all the credits to all the whole staff and all. In that, even my name used to come, Geeta Gurappa. So that time we had a black and white TV and my dad was there. I showed my dad, see my name on Sunday it used to come. So my dad used to say that now it is there, but after getting married, where it will be, you will change it. So that is the only one reason why I have written still my name as Geeta Gurappa. I have not given that. Never happy. Never happy. Because for that, the example is when we mixed Mitra, my friend, Revati's film, that was an all-woman crew, and initial stage of our career, all of us. Myself, Bhavata Rani, Raja Sir's daughter, she was the music composer. Then Bina Paul was the editor from Kerala. Then Sudha, who's done this Iruttu Sule, now that, what's the Guru film? Boxer film, no? Madhavans. She was the writer for that film. So all of us young girls were there that time. So Revati was also not that clear about how it is going to be, and they shot this in US, and it was a live sound. Just 15 days they went on a vacation like that, and they finished it and came. So after we finished it, we showed that to many filmmakers. Mani sir had come, Kamal sir had come, everybody had come because Revati has worked with everybody. She called everybody. So after watching the first half, she was like, no, still I wanted to do this, that, and all. So Mani sir only told her only one. All of us he called and he told us, it's really great thing what you all have done, but the baby is out. So try this for the next baby then. Don't keep cribbing about the same thing. So once it is out, till even today when I watch my film, what I have mixed in the theatre, I feel that this should have been better, that should have been better. So that is more, it is only, you'll be only into that. See, regular working directors, what I'm working with, we are from the beginning, from the scratch. As the story he takes to the shooting, no, from that only we start working on it. But some of it, like you just get it, everything is done, release 10 days and the film comes to you. So that is also there, and parallelly, like from the scratch you start working on it. It depends on the director, the whole production group. That is more comfortable starting from the starting. Yes, and you are also prepared. Sometimes you have to survive. So you have to say that, yeah, it's good. Because usually when the moment somebody starts mixing a film, you get so many phone calls. How's the movie? How's the movie? Even some distributors call you and ask you to buy the film. So there's some ethics for you to do your work. I cannot, till the film is released, I cannot tell anybody that, even at home I don't tell. You have to work on it. But some of the films, like your director is your very good friend of yours, and you know the wavelength, what it is, he can take it, then definitely we tell and they reshoot and come back. That is there, but not with everybody. Yet to come, but still I cannot forget about Goa, one Tamil film. So that film was a good experience actually. That film, Venkat came up with that film and he just sent the film and said, ma'am, we have to do something with the sound. So I didn't know what to do. I just watched it 1 or 2 times. Then he came to the studio and spoke to her. I said, just watch the film. In the beginning, 42 minutes is the village sequence in that film, initial, that it is a 1980s, like that. Not even 1980s, later only, but it's a village sequence. And after that, it will change to Goa. So what 5.1 we were working on anyway on the film. So what is the other thing you can do on that? I just thought, and I just gave him an idea that why don't we go with the 42 minutes as mono? The whole village sequence, let's not get with the subwoofer, the bass track, which is pumping the bass and making that bass sound. We'll just go mono. We'll just show it on the center like how you watch your old movies. So he said fine, and we worked on that 42 minutes. And working on the project was difficult because once you're working on a mono, this thing, your judgment is mono, you cannot go for the 5.1. You can go to the 5.1 and work on the rest of the film, but you cannot come back to this again because your ears would have been like with a big sound, and again coming and judging this, it's very difficult. So I made sure that that's 42 minutes, we first finish it, take the okay call from the director and then move on to the next. So that took around 1 week, I think, to work on the effects, everything, and we did that 42 minutes. There's a song also in that, which we didn't want to be having 5.1. We just showed it on a center track only. And to get used to it, for me, it was a little difficult because previously I had worked on so many 5.1. So coming back to mono and stereo, watching it, I have to first be convinced and very sure about it. So 1 week it took for me to take that call and mix that portion 42. In that, there is again one 10-minute sequence of 1980s with the bell bottoms and all. So that I wanted to create it as an optical track, how you hear the old movies with the noise and all. You hear that old black and white movies like that. Because they had scored the music also that way only. That old music with the punch sounds hitting differently. So we got those punch sounds and we put that, and only that 10 minutes will be that much, then it will come to LCR. And after that 42 minutes, the hero that he says that we'll go to Goa and the song starts. But from the song we had taken it on to the 5.1 with the subwoofer. So even to the direction team, nobody had seen that. Once I finished that 42 minutes and the next reel, that is around 3 reels we finished before interval, I called the whole crew and they saw it. So first that 40 minutes, everybody is watching, everybody was looking at each other. And once the song started, everybody got that, as though you're in a disco, this thing. And they all liked it. The change was good. So we were all happy with the product. But the film released, and that day we had a haywire situation. Everywhere calls started coming from all the public theatres. The DTS is not working for the morning show. Everybody like calling the director, calling Real Image, DTS department. Why is the DTS not? The CD is not proper. The work is like it's only coming in the screen, only coming in the screen. So they are calling me from my technical this thing. They are calling me. I said, ask them to wait 40 minutes. But you can't. One theatre from Kanchipuram is calling. My new theatre today only it started. The DTS is not working. So then first show morning going on, try to tell everybody that no, that's the treatment what we have done. So by the time they call, interact and all, that 40 minutes got over. Now it's working. Now it started working, the DTS one. Then he said, no, it's the treatment what we have done. So that even today when I remember that day was, yeah, he's very open to it. Even today, like, that's what I said. One of, like, if you're close to a director, he says that it's not happening, reshoot, he's one person among that. Absolutely. See, if it's a really good, now example, Neer Dose movie, it's a budget film. So what XYZ, what I take for a Tamil film or a Telugu film, I cannot ask that for a Kannada film at all. So I wanted to do that film actually. So I said, okay, fine with it. Even now I'm working on one Kannada film, Chase. They are also very creative and very into it. So Kannada films, some of the films you have to compromise on. You want to, even not even Kannada, even it's Tamil or Telugu, you want to work with the director, work with the film. You want that film for yours in your profile, then I think you have to take it. I don't know how far it is. I have taken you all through this, the theme of the topic today, because how I started and how well I hope you have enjoyed it. That much I can say, and you got some information. Thank you.